What is up, boys and gals? How the fuck are you all doing? This is the second video of a brand new weekly series where we'll be looking at some of the cringiest YouTubers to have ever existed or currently exist on the platform. In today's video, we'll be looking at the former YouTuber, now sex worker, known as Whitney, Wisconsin, who went viral for her famous video, Top 10 Reasons You Should Have Sex With Your Dog. Yep, this Beauty and the Bestiality bitch really made a top 10 reasons as to why you should fuck your dog. You know, let's not waste any time here, my little pup and puppets. There is so much I have to say, and it's probably best that we just jump right into this fun shit show together. Also, I apologize in advance because this first video is a re-upload since Whitney, Wisconsin's entire channel got terminated like years ago, and so this video has by far the shittiest fucking quality I've ever seen in my life, both visually and sound-wise.
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my video on 10 reasons why I think women should have sex with dogs.
How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
You know what my first thought was? This bitch really woke up, sat at her computer, and wrote a fucking pros and cons list of the benefits to having sex with your dog, except she just couldn't think of any cons. And of all places to film this video, PETA's #1 former spokesperson decided the best place would be in her bathroom with the fan blowing at turbo speed while she sits on the floor with her dog, or possible fuck buddy. We're only a couple seconds into the video, so I really don't want to speculate the relationship between her and Huckleberry Hound.
I'll fix them crow critters.
Reason number 1, women in history have practiced it. There have been documented cases of ancient Romans and Greeks practicing it for pleasure.
Well, fuck me. If the ancient Romans and the ancient Greeks were doing it, then it must be okay. You know, moving forward, every debate should start with a comparison of the ancient Romans and Greeks because it's not like they've ever done anything wrong. I mean, they definitely didn't murder innocent Jews for their religious beliefs, or limit women's rights, or practice slavery, or even, you know, live through hundreds of years of epidemics due to poor sanitation. No. Ancient civilizations, that's where it's at. Because you could fuck your dog and every single person would just be like, well, that's just a Caesar being a Caesar. And he really like his dog.
Reason number 2, dogs' tongues can get very hard to reach places and it can feel amazing.
Ew. You know, most normal people, they go to Starbucks and they get their dog a pup cup as a little treat. Not Whitney. This bitch throws out an entire can of baked beans, takes a massive shit, and calls out to her dog like, hey Snoopy, I got some of that truffle butter you might like. Yeah, it's that good shit. I know how you like it extra chunky.
Reason number 3, you cannot get pregnant. It is impossible for a dog to impregnate a human, meaning you can have sex 24/7, risk-free.
Thank God. You know, before I started this video, my biggest concern was whether or not I could get pregnant by a dog, and I actually read the same article as Whitney after walking through a dog park with my pants off and getting aggressively violated by a Labradoodle. I'm actually surprised that Whitney didn't include this fact in her very informative video, because the article states it is physically impossible for a man to get another man pregnant. Who knew?
Reason number 4, you cannot get an STD, which is a huge thing nowadays.
Well, hot damn. Whitney's over here covering all the bases. And you know what? I'm starting to see her points. Got a long tongue? Can't get pregnant? Can't get an STD? Shit! Sign me up for the Scooby-Doo fan club. Until this video, I was only ever interested in having a three-way with Daphne and Velma while Fred sits in the corner and watches. Now? I mean, Scooby-Doo be looking pretty good. I got a Scooby snack he can snack on.
Reason number 5, it has been around since the beginning of time.
Now you wait a goddamn minute. That was your first reason. You just changed the words around to fit your top 10 quota. You're a phony. And you know what? I don't trust you anymore. And I no longer want to fuck a dog. Humph.
Reason number 6. It's legal in some countries and states. So you can enjoy it. Will you stop biting on my skirt?
Ah, so it's legal in some states. Quick question though. Are these 4 states also where inbreeding is practiced and has the lowest SAT scores because everybody's related? I get it. Whitney, Hawaii, Whitney, New Mexico. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but Whitney, West Virginia, or Whitney, Wyoming, those would have been better names for you. Also, and this is not a joke, but I really fucking hate that my search history currently has what 4 states is it legal to practice bestiality, so that's a thing. Thanks, Whitney.
Reason number 7. Some people like to think of it as a kink.
I don't know a single fucking person on this planet besides you and maybe your therapist that thinks having sexual relations with a dog is a kink. Most people, including myself, think it's fucking gross, and you or anyone that thinks having sexual relations with an animal is anything more than a kink should be committed to a hospital, preferably where animals are not allowed on the premise because everyone's afraid you might try to molest it for being a good boy.
Reason number 8. It's convenient.
It's convenient? Are you serious right now? How fucking horny are you that you're walking around and craving dick at the most random time of the day? Just buy a toy and masturbate. Shit, you don't need no man or woman, whatever you fancy. And I'll openly admit that there's no woman alive that can beat my dick better than I can. I do a little role play, put on a pimp hat, and I call my dick Candy. Bitch, you said you'd have my money on Tuesday, and it's 5:45 on a Wednesday. Where's my money, bitch? No, Daddy, no, please don't hit me.
Reason number 9. They don't nag or complain. They are silent companions.
Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to complain or nag when you're physically incapable of speaking the English language and your mouth is full of vagina 24/7. You know, just because you put a little peanut butter in your clitoris, that doesn't mean Sam's little helper is enjoying himself when his mouth is full of 10% peanut butter and 90% of your spunk.
Reason number 10. They are easy to train.
That's your final reason? They're easy to train? Really? Train to do what? Go deep diving in the Mariana Trenches that is your gaping wide pussy? No offense, but as someone who has an immense fear of dogs, even I know that if you give a dog a treat every time they do something good, they'll continue doing it with the expectation of receiving a little recognition, you dumb cunt.
There's my 10 reasons. Oh, Jesus.
Hi, police. Yeah, it's Whitney, Wisconsin again. She made a top 10 reasons you should fuck your dog, and before she turned the camera off, her dog started licking her coochie and went full Gene Simmons on her twat. Yeah, that's right. Gene Simmons, the front man for the band Kiss? Yeah, that guy. Alright, he'll be there in how long? Great. Okay. Bye-bye now. Naturally, this video was not well received by the majority, and so Whitney put out another video where she fake cries and talks about the situation for 5 minutes.
This Whitney, Wisconsin thing has to be one of the worst decisions of my life. But I mean, I was 18. I thought that if I was just myself, people would accept me. But they don't.
Ah, so in this video, you're planning on playing the victim card. Very impressive tactic. Only problem is, even if you were 18 and you were hoping strangers online would accept you, you still made a video where you openly admitted to fucking your dog. What did you expect? People weren't going to criticize you and call you out for doing something completely retarded? Fuck you and your fake ass crocodile tears. A bitch is looking like Amber Heard crying during the Depp v. Heard trial, and nobody, besides maybe a couple freaks, believe you.
Part of me wanted to get a normal job and be kind of normal, so I got a part-time job at Victoria's Secret. And customers would go up to my boss and they told her who I was and what I did online, and she ended up firing me because that didn't look good on her store or something.
Part of me just wanted to be normal, so that's why I got a job at Victoria's Secret. Why? So you can get an employee discount when you're feeling frisky and flip into something more comfortable for your dogs? Also, as someone who was a manager at a retail store, I don't think your boss can just fire you for what you do outside of work, unless it's something illegal, it affects your job, or corporate steps in. Like if you have 100 customers coming in on a daily basis making complaints, and corporate notices it's affecting their sales, I guess they could fire you, but even still, I feel like there has to be some form of discrimination and protection laws.
Everyone around town knows who I am now. Like, I can't even go to Walmart without being noticed as the dog fucker. I can't even get my fucking groceries without hearing, like seeing someone point or hearing someone talk about me. Like, they whisper, they talk about me. I hear you. Like, I see you. I know you're talking about me.
Baby, with all due respect, if you're shopping at Walmart and everybody is coming together to collectively shit on you, that should be your fucking wake-up call. Because the only people shopping at Walmart are white trash. I mean, shit, if you're so worried about strangers talking behind your back and criticizing you, just go to Trader Joe's, because those fucking freaks wearing those goofy-ass wine shirts, they're obligated to be nice to you.
I applied to Harvard University. Yep. My SAT scores were off the charts, but they said due to my online activities and my YouTube channel, they can't accept me.
Oh, Harvard, you say? Look at you, Miss Smarty Pants. Quick question though, Good Will Hunting. If your SAT scores were flying off the fucking charts, then what possessed you to make a video where you openly admit to fucking your dog? I just feel like as a super genius that's able to solve the most impossible math equations, you should know that fucking your dog is pretty frowned upon by the mass majority.
I have no friends anymore. When I try to hang out with people, they are cool at first until they figure out who I am, and then it's like, I'm the most disgusting person they've ever met. Like, they want nothing to do with me.
Damn, that sucks. But I guess that's why they call it man's best friend and not woman's best friend.
Like, I'll get with a guy and things will be cool at first, but as soon as he finds out who I am, he wants something to do with me. Like, I just become his gossip, like, with his friends, and he leaves me. Like, he just calls me all the names, slut, whore, dog, fucker, all that. So, like, dating's not even fucking possible.
Whoa, Miss Contradiction over here. Did you forget about the top 10 reasons you should fuck your dog? Remember? Number 8? Or should I just refresh your memory?
It's convenient. You don't have to, the dog's just right there. You don't have to, you don't have to go out to find sex. It's right there in front of you. It's around you. It's the bathroom.
You don't need no man. All you need is man's best friend. But I get it. I mean, I hate to admit it, but part of me sympathizes with you. Shit. I too have had my share of hatred online, so I can only imagine what someone like you, who openly admits to fucking their dog, receives. Damn. I mean, everybody deserves love, right? Surely there has to be someone, just one person on your side who could love you unconditionally and treat you the way that you wish to be treated. Damn. I mean, who said that chivalry is dead? In a world where billions of people on this planet, there's just gotta be one person. Anyone. Oh wait, there is someone.
I know for a fact that the dogs jumped on her and did the bada-banged. There's no evidence that the dogs that Whitney did any advantage to the dog, took advantage of the dog.
It's Cheesehead Joe 8489, or as he likes to be called, Joe Gillespie The Great.
The dogs didn't file any complaints anywhere. They didn't put out any videos. I mean, well, Whitney might have had a video. I mean, I don't really want to see her bada-bing a dog, you know?
She did. She posted multiple videos of these interactions. Whitney, Wisconsin, bada-bing, bada-boomed her dog, and her dog, well, he bada-banged her back. Did I mention that Whitney, Wisconsin also drank her dog's piss and tongue-punched a wild possum, calling it an armadillo? Yeah. It's on YouTube because apparently they don't give a flying fuck about their terms of service, so you could just pretty much post whatever you want these days.
Just to show you, I don't want to see her bada-bing a dog. That's, disgusting.
It was. I unfortunately watched it, and now I got that shit in my internet history as well.
But that's not what I'm about. I'm not about the bada-binging of the dogs. I'm just thinking the freedom. The freedom to wear a blanket if you want. The freedom for a consensual bada-bing.
I can't tell if this dude is trolling or not, because, I don't give enough of a shit to actually look into his other content, but what bothers me most isn't necessarily that he's supporting a dog fucker. I think what bothers me more than anything is that this dude sounds like Gonzo from the Muppets.
I'm a Pisces. I love long walks on the beach, volcanoes, leather straps. Wait a minute, leather straps? Who put my dating profile on the prompter?
I legit can never watch anything with the Muppets ever again without thinking of this dude wrapping a blanket around himself and saying bada bing. Also, can you even really be mad at the guy? I mean, he's openly saying that he doesn't support the bada binging of a dog, but he does care about the freedom of choice. I feel like in another universe, Cheesehead Joe and I, we'd probably be best friends, so you know what? I say let's give him the benefit of the doubt and let's hear what else he has to say.
I want the dogs to have the same freedom as women, the gays, the trannies, and the real people. What's wrong with freedom?
Nothing, Cheesehead Joe. There is nothing wrong about freedom, and I'm 100% positive that people of the LGBT community love being referred to as the gays and the trannies. In fact, I have never received any form of hate or death threats for a joke I might have made or using the politically incorrect terminology, because the only thing that these gays actually give a fuck about is wrapping themselves in a blanket on a cold, chilly day. And, of course, being referred to as gays and trannies as if they're not even people, so respect, Cheesehead Joe.
Oh, and by the way, I say consensual banging, because you can't bang until you're consensual age, like 18. Yes, I say you can't bang till you're an adult. So Congress and the actors ought to listen to that part.
Wait a second. You can't consensually bang someone until you're 18, or you can't consensually bada-bing them until you're 18. I'm all confused now, because if that's the case, does that mean that anyone who has sex before they're 18, it's non-consensual? If that's the case, I got a lot of phone calls I need to make, and I should probably get my young pimp card revoked. If there's anybody watching this video who I might have bada-binged before he turned 18, or I knew in high school, I would like to ask that you no longer refer to me as the man, the myth, the legend, ladies love cool Juan, the king of the nerds, Big Papa, and we are not worthy, your excellence.
Well, there's one exception to that. If it's James Franco. If the young girls want to bang James Franco, I can understand that. That's understandable. But everybody else is 18.
Are you telling me James Franco gets a pass and I don't? I've done way more sleeping pills than James Franco. You know what? Fuck Cheesehead Joe. I was cool with this guy, and I was even willing to forgive him for openly showing support to someone who bada-banged their dog. And he had to bring James Franco into it, and you know what? I can't forgive that. Nobody should listen to this old, whacked out of his fucking mind conspiracy nut that sounds like he has Jim Henson's fist up his ass.
Okay, so I just want you to put that in mind. How do we know the dogs didn't take advantage of the Whitney, Wisconsin, huh? We don't know. We don't know that.
Yeah, this guy's fucking stupid. And I don't think that this Alex Jones loving fucking creep is even aware that unless you're a cartoon dog, it is physically impossible for a dog to speak words. And I don't even think O.J. Simpson's lawyers would defend the accusation that the dogs took advantage of Whitney, Wisconsin. Sure, those lawyers might be really good at convincing a jury that a black man didn't kill two innocent white people, but the second that Whitney walks into that courtroom smelling like dog piss, there's just no fucking way a jury's gonna believe that the dogs took advantage of her. Jesus Christ could walk into that courtroom and be like, yeah, I saw the dogs jump on top of her as she repeatedly yelled out my father's name and asked the dogs to stop. And that jury would still be like, yeah, no, Jesus, you're full of shit. There's no excuse. Whitney, Wisconsin made a top 10 reasons you should have sex with your dogs. She has filmed multiple videos doing the most disgusting shit possible to animals, and she has openly admitted to fucking her dogs. This mentally unstable bitch did all of that, you stupid fucking old ass, probably under some registration yourself where you're not allowed within 50 feet of a school building, Muppet sounding fuck. This bitch could literally be the same age as your daughter, and you're defending her for what? You think she's gonna message you and be like, oh my god, thank you so much. Please have sex with me and my 4 dogs. Fuck off. She is never going to fuck you. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but unfortunately, you're not her type. Unless you have a Clifford the Big Red Dog costume tucked away in your closet somewhere, and, you know, that'd probably be the only way she might fuck you. I'm done. I literally cannot spend another second of my life talking or researching Whitney, Wisconsin on Google. All I can say is, fuck Whitney, Wisconsin, fuck Cheesehead Joe, and y'all are some weird motherfuckers. That's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling generous, and if you are interested in submitting your own recommendations of a YouTuber you'd like me to review in this series, you can feel free to message me or send me an email, which I'll have listed on the screen, as well as all my social media links listed in the description below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye now.